With nearly 5,000 residents, Hawkhurst is one of the biggest villages we've visited so far, and you've probably passed through it or seen its shops, watering holes and the Kino. But hidden away just a few hundred yards from the bustle is a 22-acre community garden aiming to connect people using growing and nature. This tranquil space is Hands of Hope. Until a few years ago, this was a neglected and completely overgrown former kitchen garden. It was bought in 2016 by entrepreneur James Duran, who, having sold his business, decided to start a charity tackling both food poverty and social isolation.
Up until COVID struck, you couldn't have got into this wall garden. It was head high with brambles, and we reached out to the local community. They came and helped us clear the site. And most of the fruit and veg that we grew, roughly about 4 tonne, was donated to community groups and food banks, which we still continue to do. We've got wall garden, which you can see. We've got a wooded gill, beehives, wallflower meadows, you name it, we've got it here.
Now that produce is growing well here, attention has turned to the dilapidated Edwardian walls that encircle the garden. Rebuilding them will make this space safer for community group visits.
You've got some mortar on your trail?
Yes. Okay, so you did like this. 1, 2, no! But with 12,000 bricks to put in place, the charity needs materials, money, and able volunteers up for the challenge of learning bricklaying from skilled craftsmen. How many more to go to build the whole wall?
4,500.
Okay, I've probably done that. And Glenn says he gets back as much as he gives.
It does my mental health the world of good to be involved with other people and to help other people. It's something that I've always enjoyed doing. It's something you don't really get a lot of opportunity to do within the building trade. So to now be able to help other people after the people have helped me for so many years, I'm really looking forward to it.
There are other projects running here, an apiary to teach children about beekeeping, lunch clubs to combat loneliness, and an apprentice scheme to teach new employment skills to future growers.
So I do mulching in the garden. I also do a lot of heavy lifting. A good place to come if you're looking for work. If you're getting into work, this is a good place to come to learn as well.
And in the end, for James, the transition from businessman to running a charity based out of doors has changed his life as well as those around him.
The fundamental thing that has happened personally, and it wasn't intentional, was that part of this process has shown me that nature can improve people's health and well-being, because it's done it for me. I didn't purposely set out to do it that way, but that's what's happened. So when I'm here, this is probably where I'm happiest. Nature and nutrition can improve the health and well-being of anybody.